Okay guys, so now we will go and we will program the entire appearance of all of our notifications, and we're gonna do it in the function which is a cell configuration function, cell forward index path. Okay, so first of all we need to make sure is the notification has been viewed or not. So I'm gonna print now JSON to show you that we have implemented a trigger which is a notification. Here in the structure we have a column which called viewed. So in the browse here I casted one of my comment as it's viewed. I just wrote yes. So if it is viewed, so then we want, as in the Facebook, to change the color of the cell. Okay, here we are in the by writing this line we are accessing the cell in the table view via identifier. Okay, now we'll write the if statement. So we'll write if notifications in the square brackets. We're gonna write index path dot row. Then in the next square brackets, and then in the quotation marks we'll write viewed. We'll cast it as string. If it cannot cast as string, then we'll put double question marks, string, open and close round bracket. So this means it will try to convert it to string. If in case it will fail, then it will just make it blank string, which is great. If notifications index path row viewed as string or empty string is equals yes, so then we'll write cell dot background color equals dot white. Else we'll write here cell dot background color will be equals to our Facebook color, helper, open and close round bracket, Facebook color, with a little bit opacity, with alpha component 0.15, which means 50%, 50% only visible. Let's see now. I'll build and run and we'll see the difference in the notification. So if the notification is viewed, we want to change the color of this. So here we are changing the color of the cell if notification has been viewed already by the current user. Okay, so that logic is clear, guys. Then we're going further. Then we want uh, to go to the to load full name and last name. So here I'll write let first name equals to notifications. Then in the square brackets we'll write index path dot row. Then again in the square brackets, and then in the quotation marks we'll write first name in exactly the same way like it is written and we have got it from the server. This is the key and we want to access the value under this key. Okay, and we want to cast it as string or as an empty string if it will fail to cast it. Here are shortcuts. Then we are doing the same for the last name. Let last name equals to notifications in the square bracket index path dot row, then again in the square brackets, and then in the quotation marks last name, and then we cast as string, then double question marks, then string open and close round bracket. Okay, so then we'll declare a new variable, let full name equals first name dot capitalized plus, there must be a gap, then again plus last name dot capitalized. Okay, so we want to make it, let's say, Jennifer Lawrence. This is how we want to make it. So first name, then we add gap, then we add last name capitalized. Okay, here we are formatting full name. Okay, great. So then after that, what I want is I want the full name, let's say Michael Jackson, I want it to make bold. So then the rest text I want to keep it in normal. Okay, this is quite interesting logic. Here, this will be custom format of the message. which means bold plus regular font. Okay, so now we will write the following code to make a bold and regular label. Let attributed string equals to ns mutable attributed string. Open the round bracket, select the method string and the attribute. String is our full name, and attributes in the square bracket. Write the following attribute: kct font attribute name s ns attributed string key colon ui font dot bold system font with the size 17. Brilliant. Then this is attributed string, which means bold one. Then we will, if you want, we can say norm bold string. Then this is regular string equals to ns mutable attributed string. Then open the round bracket, select the method with the string, and as the string we will here write one variable message and just make it empty here, and here right here message. Okay, so then what we want is we want attributed or just bold string. We want to append to it our regular string. So bold string will append a regular string, so then it will become actually a normal one. Okay, and here just let me write it. For example, became your friend, and then we will show this in the label. So cell dot here cast your cell as notification cell cell dot message label dot attributed text, very important, attributed text equals to, let's say, bold string. Okay, so this is actually the output. We'll build and run. I'm going to notifications now. Here we go. So the full name is written with bold, so here we just need to add space. So this is how we can make this. Okay, very good. And the last one of the important ones, I'd like to load all the avas. So quickly I'll write a method to load it. If notifications.count is not equals to notifications avas.count means notifications are more than loaded avas, then load them. If notifications are more than loaded avas, load more avas or load remaining avas. Okay, so here we'll write URL session, open the round bracket, select with the configuration, select the URL session with the configuration and the data task. That is the one. Configuration will be, as the configuration will be default configuration, then dot data task with the URL and the completion handler. That is the one with the URL and the completion handler. So completion handler here will be data for data, response for response, and error for the error. And by the way, the URL will have to get now URL. Here I'll write let ava string equals to notifications, then in the square brackets index path dot row, then in the square brackets and quotation marks ava as string or as an empty string, double question marks. Okay, then we'll convert this to be a URL. Let ava URL equals to URL. Open the round bracket, select the method with the string, and select here ava string and the exclamation mark here. Okay, very good. So now as the URL, we'll write ava URL. Great. And here we'll check if there is any error, then we'll show a placeholder. If error is not nil, open and close round brackets, so this will be the scenario to show the placeholder. And here we will write let image equals to UI image, open the round bracket, select the method with named, and in the quotation marks write user.png. This is our file which is stored in this project. Then write self notification avas dot append our image. For the image here at the end of the line, don't forget to put exclamation mark. Then we want to show this in the ava. So what we will do here, the entire session will do it in the background queue, dispatch queue.main.asynchronously. This is what we can do, guys. And here I'll close this dispatch queue. Okay, so finally we want to show this in the ava image. Cell.avaimage.image equals image. Okay, very good. Let's say if it got loaded successful. If let image equals to UI image, open the round bracket, select the method with the data which we have received from the server, exclamation mark. Coming out from the round brackets, then opening curly brackets. So we're writing self.notificationavas.append our image which we have loaded now, and then to show image in the ava image view, self.ava image view dot image equals our newly loaded image. Here we are done. Don't forget to resume it, otherwise it won't work, guys. So don't forget to resume. Then this is if notifications are more than loaded avas. Else, if avas are or notifications are equal to each other, then we'll write self.imageview ava.imageview.image equals to notification avas in the square brackets index path dot row. Okay. Here we are accessing ava path and converting it to proper URL. Okay, very good. This is session to load the image from the server. Okay, if error occurred, load placeholder. If no errors, load the image and then resume. If total avas are equal to total notifications, means no more avas to be loaded, so then we are just caching it. Okay, brilliant. We can build and run to test that one works as well. Okay, so after that, here we go. So everything is fine. So after that, guys, what we need is we need to change the message depending on the type of notifications. So here, by going up here, this message variable, I'm gonna trigger it. So I'll just initially it will be empty. Here I'll write a comment, trigger message depending on the type of the notification. Okay, so here we will write switch, and we get a switch now are types of notifications. Switch, here I'll write notifications, then in the square brackets we're writing index path dot row, then again in the square brackets and the quotation marks we're writing type as being a string or double question marks string and open and close bracket. The first scenario will be in the quotation marks friend. Okay, I'll write all of these scenarios, then friend, then we've got follow, then we've got like, then we have got comment, then we have got update when the user, let's say, changes his cover or bio, etc., etc. Okay, Ava, then we have a cover, then we have a bio. Okay, and here for friends, first of all, we want to write a message. Message here will be now is your friend, or now is your friend. I like now is your friend. If follow, we'll write started following you, has started following you. Good. And if like, then we'll write message equals space liked your post. And then for the comment, we'll write space has commented your post. For Ava, we'll write space has changed his, her, Ava. Oops, here, remove this colon at the end. Oops, guys, it should not be actually case, it should be message equals, not case. Message equals like that. If its cover has changed his, her cover, Ava, you can name it profile picture. And bio, we can write has updated his or her bio. If it is default, means none of the cases above, so we'll just message just nothing, so just the full name. Okay, let's now build and run to see how it works. Has commented your post, very good. Has started following you, liked your post. Okay, that is amazing. So that is works. And then we'll have to here assign the mini icons. Okay, for a friend, we'll write cell dot icon image view equals to UI image, open the round bracket, select named, and here you can write, or here you can write notifications underscore, this is friend, like this. Okay, like that. Here, write icon image view dot image. Then we continue for follow cell dot icon image view dot image equals to UI image, open the round bracket, select named, and then in the quotation marks write notification underscore follow and close, come out from the round brackets. The same we're doing for the like, it will be like. If you have a problem with the spelling, go to your assets. Here are these icons. These are your icons. Okay, like, so then we're going to the comment. Then we'll have a comment. Then Ava, we will use update. Like that. Okay, we will now build and run to make sure that it looks in the way we want it to be looking. Okay, here we go. Everything is fine. The thing is that we need to keep the background color of this icon, and we need to change the tint of the icon. Okay, let's now go to the assets. Select all of these icons with the notification. Select all of those which are with the name of notification. Go to the attributes inspector. Here, render as, select template image. Okay, now we're going to the main storyboard. Okay, it's loading. Because guys, we've got so many objects, huh? Okay, select your icon image view, go to the attributes inspector, as the tint color, select white color. As the background standard color, select our Facebook color. And this cover as a placeholder, I'm gonna remove this. Okay, very good. So we're going back to our notifications. And let's make sure, going to notifications, everything is fine now. So we just need to make sure that the icons must be here shown inside of this um, image view. Yeah, here should be white. I selected clear color. Very good, guys. So this is what we wanted, or even though we can do it in a better way, we can show these icons, let's say in different colors. We can show them in the different colors, and as the background color, we will use some other color. So you can experiment with this as you want, guys. Whatever you prefer, you can use it. Okay, let me, as a final try, let me use icon color, which is a Facebook color, and the background I'll use something like that. Okay, so this is how you can play with your icons. You can do it in any way that you prefer, guys. So that is really cool, guys. I'm really happy that we have done it, that we have learned it, and we understand the logic how it works, and we're progressing, we're growing from every step. Thank you very much, guys. Let's go further now.